Well, hello and welcome to another opportunity to hear and learn how to do life with King Adamtey. And I'm so excited to be here with you. My name is Dr. Mike. I'm an associate leader here. Get ready for a powerful time as we've been talking about vision, how you can implement your vision and how you can grow your vision, especially in times like these. So let's get ready to do life together. How are you doing tonight, sir?
I am so grateful and great to be alive.
Oh yeah, these are wonderful times to be alive.
Yeah.
So much are happening. So many things are happening right now, especially today, Inauguration Day. Let's acknowledge that. But let's talk about how we can implement the vision, not only that the country has for the country, but as a citizen of this country and as someone who is part of the kingdom, how can we implement and manifest our vision?
Good. First and foremost, I'd like to take a moment to congratulate our new president, President Joe Biden, and the Vice President Kamala Harris, and all the wonderful people of this great country who had actually witnessed a smooth transition to new leadership. We pray God's wisdom, God's grace, and also God's direction for this country to be implemented through them. And also we pray for all the many elected officials from various states whose commitment is to provide the kind of leadership that constituencies need and also to make America a wonderful place. Well, I'd say that this country ought to follow its vision. What is the vision of this country? And that's one most important thing. And besides all of that, we come back to the main point, our vision, creating a vision and also manifesting the vision. That is the message that we believe is critical at this moment and the message we want to share. Now, I do feel that every one of us have a vision. The difference is, do you know how to literally develop the vision and manifest the vision, or you just have a vision and do nothing with it? We have to find a way to make use of what we have. It's many times wondering that come to us, we think it's out there. It's all in you. I mean, it's all in you. Like the word of God, it's in your mouth. If you're a believer, it's in you. At times we are looking for the word, but if you have it in you, it will come out of you because it's only what is in you that comes out. So we have to understand that we all have vision. It's in us. It's how we do with it.
Wow.
And there are examples. I mean, I shared the other time that, a person that may not have a physical sight doesn't mean they don't have vision. There's a difference between vision and sight. Many of us live by sight instead of living by vision. We walk by faith and not by sight.
Yes.
And to walk by faith, you have to have a vision, something that you're walking by or walking towards. Now, there are many people who have physical eyes. They can sight things, but they cannot envision things.
Oh, wow.
But there are people who don't have sight, but you cannot take away from them the powerful vision that they have. Somebody may be born without sight, but that doesn't mean they don't have vision. They've accomplished great things because what they see is not obvious. Yeah. What they see is inside them.
It's internal.
So when you mention something to them, they go inside them to come up with a vision. They come up with the image that they see. Like I say, vision is vision. It's about the future. And also, I mentioned that vision is an image or picture of the future or something that you know is possible,
Wow.
even though it has not manifested.
That is so powerful. And I think that as you spoke, the vision and the internal picture that we have creates the future that we desire and hope for. And so God himself says, I'm going to give you a future and a hope. And so somehow, some way, we need to be able to have a mental picture of that future and hope that God has for us so that we can manifest that. So you have been really teaching us and training us on how to do life with this mental attitude, this new picture, this new focus on understanding we need to put our vision into the earth. So vision's for everyone, but can someone take someone else's vision? Is that possible?
No, I mean, nobody can steal your vision. People can copy your vision, but nobody can steal your vision because every vision that you have has a password with it. Every one of us, we have passwords attached to our vision. The only way people will be able to steal your vision is if you give them your password. But if you don't give them your password, they can copy your vision, they can emulate your vision, they can try to, take it, but they can never take it because you are the only person who have the password for it. Many times people say that somebody stole my vision. The question is, how long did they stay with you to steal the vision? Did you give them the necessary tools that is needed to implement it, or you just share the idea with them and they run with it and did something similar to what you said, but they cannot do exactly what is in your heart? The fact is, we're all dreamers. The fact is, we all have visions, and our visions differ one from another. Some are so very open-minded, so they are able to dream big or see bigger pictures or images. They see the outcome before they begin. But if you are only looking at an object without an outcome, then obviously you are working towards something, but you're not working towards a real goal. A vision is somebody who sees what can happen, and you are the only one who has the password to it. So nobody can steal your vision, really. They can copy it, they can try to photocopy it, or try to take ideas from it, but your vision is your vision. That is why we are all authentic and unique in our own ways. What I am supposed to do, you cannot do. What you are supposed to do, I cannot do. But if I stay along with you, and I share with you, and I show you the principles and also the values and also the intricate ways of getting the vision done, then in my absence, you can do it too. So that's how it is. That's why we sharpen each other, we provoke each other, and when you stay with people who are visionaries, it's just a matter of time. You catch the vision bug. It is by association. Can you expand a vision? It's by association that you can create a vision, and by association, you can inherit a vision.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's powerful. So we are unique. We can have we have a unique vision. No one can steal. However, people can also have a vision. And you mentioned something that I want to pick up on. You said if we have an open mind, we can absolutely see what's going to happen. And if someone just have a dream without an end goal, they can think they're working towards something but not really see it. Let's work on this open mind concept. How do we create this open mind to have the ability to actually produce and manifest?
It's called hope and expectation. If you have an open mind, there are certain times, let's just imagine, you see a baby that's freshly born. Can't you even envision that this baby that you are holding today, in a year or two, this baby will start growing teeth, this baby will start crawling, this baby will start walking? It is a natural vision. It's a natural vision. You have to at least see that this child that you are holding today, tomorrow may be the leader of the world. That is why we have to treat every person that we see beyond the immediate space. Wow. Look at the future, hope for the future, trust for the best, and work towards that future. So, yes, we can make our vision a reality if we learn to open our minds and not close our minds. If we learn to see things through the invisible eyes. And again, there are so many people who become so religious. When you talk about invisible eye, the fact is we all have natural eyes and spiritual eyes.
That's good.
So we have to understand that at times we get hung up on the spiritual terms. He's talking about another eye. What kind of eye are you talking about? I'm talking about the eye that the eyes can see. Yeah. That is the spiritual eyes. Some people have eyes for beauty. If you talk to an architect, all you have to do is show him a land. And the architect can see the terrain to determine what kind of building can fit on that land. Yeah. You give a painter, an artist, a canvas, pencil, and drawing materials, and just take a glance at you, he can know exactly how to draw you. He can even draw you hair upside down because they capture it. That's what vision is. If you can see it, you will see it.
Wow.
If you can hear it, you hear it. If you can taste it, you eat it. You have to go beyond the natural senses, go beyond the obvious, and tap into the other side of us that we have not developed. Yeah. When you see a building that is dilapidated and is given to you, what do you see? You can either refurbish the building or tear it down and put in a new building. All people want to see is piece of land. Some people can make use of rags. They can create fashion statement out of it. And some people can use the rag to create a different set of artwork. If you can see it, you will see it. But if not, there are many things you throw away because you don't see what you could do with it.
Wow.
If you have a vision, you always look beyond what is obvious and look at the outcome. So you need to have an open mind. If your mind is shut, closed, narrow-minded, or you stay within a box, you can never walk successfully in a vision. Another thing that is important for me to mention is this. You see, there are so many of us, out of respect, out of caution, we play well within a box. People who play within the box, many of them cannot be true carriers of visions. They can entertain it, but they cannot produce it. There are some people who are curious, and most of our children have that curiosity with them. Mm-hmm. So we have to nurture that curiosity. If you try to kill that vision in your children, they will never manifest their fullness in life. How many parents have killed people's vision, killed people's dreams, hindered their creativity, and literally minimized their potential? Our children usually want to see things out of curiosity, want to touch things out of curiosity, want to make things out of curiosity. Yeah. And we have to allow them to expand whilst we are guiding them to a greater vision. And there are those who go beyond the box. They are confident or bold enough to go out of the box. And there are those who are able to go beyond out of the box. They look for opportunity to create new boxes. They look at the box and they ask themselves, what can I do out of this box that can be something of great value to others? All the young billionaires that emerged through the tech revolution, they are visionaries.
Yes. Yes.
They just had vision to change the way communication is carried out. They had vision, and the vision was, you know what? We can reconnect everyone. So the world is too small. We can reconnect everyone and make it important for everybody to use these basic means to communicate. It wasn't long when a friend said to me, you know what? Because they're in technology, they own one of these most known technologies that the whole world uses. They said to me, very soon television is going to be obsolete. You can watch television anywhere and everywhere. We'll use it through your cell phone. Right. It's become a reality today. You can watch, you can talk, you can work, and you can do anything that is supposed to be done just on a little tablet. Yeah. You can shop for food, clothing, bedding, anything you want to do, literally. Right now, look at what has happened with this pandemic. Those who are hurting are people who are not tech savvy or tech handicapped. Most of the young kids, they are smart. Mm-hmm. They may not know how to follow some of the values you and I live by, but they know how to place circles around you because they are visionaries. They see this and they know what is behind this and that and that. Most people our age don't know even how to do search on their platforms. Kids can take it around. Yeah. They are curious. So if you are going to be a visionary, you got to be curious. You have to open your mind. You have to allow yourself to go there.
That is very insightful. So as you were talking, I was thinking, what if I'm that person who don't think out the box? You know, so many people are doing life right now, especially in times like this. Instead of going outward, they're going inward. Because so much is feeling like it's being taken away. First, I can't go here, then I have to do this. So all these restrictions. And then how do we open our minds, break the fear, move out the box? What is it that gives us that get out the box mentality and go take the risk, be curious, explore? At the same time, how do I, as someone who have not done that before, what is my first step to breaking out of that fear-based mentality?
First and foremost, to break out of fear, you have to admit and accept the fact that what you need in life is not perfection. People who are perfect in thinking and perfect conscience are people who are afraid to make mistakes, so they will not try. And I've always said, there's nothing that beats failure than trial. In fact, you can lose without being a failure. The fact that you lost something doesn't mean you failed. There's a difference between losing and failing. You may lose in exams, but it doesn't mean you failed. A failure is one who's afraid to attempt or afraid to try. And we have to first understand that, hey, you only live in this natural life but once. There are some things you have to give yourself the opportunity and the privilege to do it. I was so religious. I was so perfect thinking. Didn't want to make any mistakes. And always too conscious. And I got to a point and I realized that if I am going to live my vision, I shouldn't take myself too serious. To err is human. And to learn is very human. You live to learn and you learn to live. So we have to allow ourselves the opportunity and not be afraid. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? And what should cause you fear? Is it failure? Is it missing the mark? Is it what people will think or what people will say? Or is it the feeling of inferiority for which you think or you feel you don't have what it takes to make it happen? Many people have lived their vision, did not do so based on what they think they are able to do, but what they believe they can try to do. Try it, and you achieve it. The fact that you don't have it doesn't mean you cannot do it. And the fact that you've not done it doesn't mean you cannot have it. To have it, you've got to do it. To do it, automatically, you eventually get it. That's what life is about.
Yes.
We got to be vibrant. We got to be alive.
Yes.
And we have to allow ourselves the opportunity to at least say, I've been there, done that, and I have certificates to prove it. I lost some and I won some. I went this direction and I learned how to win in certain areas. It is all part and part of the process. So we got to just let go of the inhibitions. Why are you afraid? Fear is taught. Fear is taught. And there are many of us who were trained by our lovely families to fear. Parents may put fear in you. Culture may put fear in you. Gender may put fear in you. Status may put fear in you. Presentation may put fear in you, but you don't have to be afraid. I used to be very afraid when I see the crowd, but I realize it's connected to my profession. It's connected to my purpose. So I said to myself, and I learned something that is amazing. Whenever you think you have failed publicly, many people don't know that you fail. It is you, it's all in your head. So most of the things that we are afraid to do and we call failure is the way we have restrict ourselves But we got to understand that you can get rid of the fear. Get rid of it. Why are you afraid? And what are you afraid of?
Love it.
Something I learned also in life, you know what? It's always good to ask. The only thing they may say other than yes is no. But if you keep asking, the no will turn around. It will be on. No is 2 letters, N-O. And on is 2 letters, O-N. You see, there was a woman in the Bible that the judge talked about. Jesus told a parable, who did not fear God. She went to a judge and she persistently, she went to him consistently. And the judge said, even though I don't fear God, and I am the kind of mean as this thing, but the fact that this woman is doing what she's doing and she's consistently, my no will turn around to yes. The no turns to on. We got to try. You know, the word now is N-O-W, and the word won is W-O-N.
Yes.
If you begin to work in your vision now, it's just a matter of time, and you will be called one who has what? Won.
I love it. So many nuggets. You live to learn,
and you learn to live. That's right.
Come on.
Yeah. I'm ready for you, man.
Wow. So if I'm that person like you, taking these steps to present my vision, to craft my vision now, to manifest my vision, and take those steps, and I don't see it right away. You talked about this persistence. Is vision something that I persist after until it's done? Or is there some way to kind of measure whether or not I'm on the right track? Because there's so many people that I know, and personally, you will get started, and if we don't see something right away, you kind of begin to question, is this the right path? Is this the right vision? And do I have time to even pursue this right now? So how do we handle not seeing what we have seen right away?
There's something interesting about vision, and I've learned this with time. You know, you can tell when a person is called for a particular thing or has a vision for something. If you have a vision for a particular thing, the kind of joy that you have in spite of the discomfort, the kind of resolution, you are resolute, that makes you so excited when that thing is called or mentioned or draws you. Anything that you like to do, even if you don't get paid for it, is your calling. That's what vision is. People have vision and they've been working towards it. You can start and stop, but you don't start and quit. When you have a true vision, you can start some and stop, but you don't quit. Because stopping and quitting are different things. Quitting means you're not moving again. Stopping means it's temporal. Because whenever you are driving, there are 3 signs you see. One is red, one is green, and one is yellow. What does the yellow means? Get ready. Get ready to do 2 things. To go or to stop. When the red light comes, it says what? Stop. Stop doesn't mean you quit driving. Stop means that be on hold right now and let those who are passing pass. So and the light is about to turn green. And once it turns green, you're on your way. So you've got to understand that you could start a vision. You have it, it's in you. It may take 30 years, 40 years. Hold on to it. And let me tell you one of the amazing things. Today we are celebrating the inauguration of one of our presidents. And as I've always done, I pray for any person who's a political leader, irrespective of their political platforms, because they were not voted in without the consent of God and the will of the people and money backing them. When you hear the story of President Biden, for example, he went through some life experience, just like, former President Trump and President Obama, Bush, Clinton, and they all have stories behind them. They did not stop at one instance. Biden went for political office, for this office, 3 times.
Yes.
Okay, he started. He lost wife and daughter. He had cancer. He lost a son. He's been through so many challenges. But the fact is, 40-something years, 50 years, or whatever it is, it has come effortless. When it's your vision, you may have opposition. You may have difficulties and challenges. You just can't stop to the point where you quit. When you stop, it's temporal. But a green light will come. And when green light comes, you shift your foot from the middle pedal to the far right one. So whenever you are caught in the middle, know that it's just a matter of time, you're going to shift to the far right one. And things are about to go.
Yes.
So I am convinced that when you have it and it's in you, consider all the positions, consider all the difficulties, but always remember that it is for an appointed time.
Yeah.
Even though it will tarry, wait for it, because the vision will surely come to pass. Vision will surely come to pass. It will be fulfilled. Just keep reading it until you are completely convinced that what you are reading is what is supposed to manifest. And if you are convinced it's supposed to manifest, then the question is, what are you waiting for? And you can say, I am waiting on this vision to unfold for the fullness of the work. Now, I have been believing for many years, and I've never waited for a minute. I never allow people judging a vision by time, because it's not the time of the people. It is the time of God and my time. Vision is not supposed to happen in other people's lifetime. If it's your vision, it will happen in your lifetime. So if it's your vision, don't let other people make it their lifetime vision so they could tell you you are out.
That is so good. That is so good. Oh, my goodness. That helped me right there. Okay. That is so powerful. So don't let people dictate the time frame that something is supposed to happen if it's your vision.
That's correct. I have never allowed people to influence my vision, because when I was having it, they were not there. When I was excited about it, they were not there. When it was consuming me, they were not there. So why will I allow you to interfere on my personal purpose? If it's not a corporate purpose for which you contribute to it, why do I allow you to mess it up? There are so many people who commit their vision in the hands of wrong people. It could be a wife or a husband. It could be a friend. You take a God-delegated vision, and because you find a relationship, you submit it to the person who will drive it to the ground. So there are so many people, out of happiness and out of God's will for a connection, they've lost their vision and they've lost their happiness. They've lost their joy because they put the vision in someone who's supposed to be in the driver's seat and not to be in the handling the steering wheel.
Wow. That is so strong.
You got to drive your own vision.
Yes.
Because the vision is you. That's why Jesus made it clear to his disciples. He said, I must work the works of him that sent me. He didn't say send you, send me. The vision is my vision. I came here for this purpose. And for this purpose, I came. There are many people who say to me, well, I've been hanging with you too long and it's not happening. Bye. I had it before I met you, and I'll be continuing in the process when you're gone. My vision is not predicated on your approval.
I see people right now saying,
and that's exactly the way it's supposed to be. Because what
Yes.
happens is, you see, when God gives you a vision, you take a different road. It's a road less traveled. Not everybody goes that road. So if somebody is supposed to go to the north and you're going to the east, why do you waste his time or allow them to waste your time? When you have a vision and people buy into the vision and they connect to the vision, it is their benefit. They benefit from the vision. Why? Because they become partners or partakers of the vision. So the reward that will come to you as a visionary is shared amongst them. But if they don't share part in it, you don't bother. It doesn't bother you. That's what Jesus said. They are not of this vision. If they are of this vision, they would have stayed. So when somebody excuses themselves from your vision, that should not offend you. So you mean you're going to stop because they're gone? Jesus asked them, will you also go? And Peter said, no, where do we go? You've got what we're looking for. So you understand that in life, there are some people who will come around you who are just there to inspect your vision, but not necessarily to walk with you in it. There are those who will come around you who will come to sambalight your vision or to bias your vision. In other words, to put stumbling blocks in your way. But you have to keep your focus on the vision. Yeah. And there are those who will come and inspire you in the vision and say, you are capable of doing this. And we're here to help you no matter what. But you should always stay on the vision. Because the vision that you have, you can grow it, it can contrast, or it can expand. When there's heat and excitement, it expands. But when there's cold, it constricts. Yes. So don't let people bring you the cold. Keep it hot so it expand.
Wow. This is a master class tonight. So many nuggets, and I mean that. So many nuggets on how to stop the dream killers, how to stopping yourself when you see obstacles and you don't see it right away. And you gave us so many powerful pointers on how to manifest vision and be in that vision and protect that vision and communicate that vision. So tonight, we have learned so many things. Our next step moving forward, from your perspective, what should we be doing right now in this climate to manifest our personal vision, and how can we connect to this corporate vision?
Good. There are 5 things that I would like to share with us in order to manifest our personal as well as corporate or collective vision. First and foremost, to do that, you have to know yourself. First, you have to know yourself. And what that means is you have to identify your values. It's very important. What are your values? What are your values? And if you want to know yourself and you know what you stand for as values, you also have to ask yourself the question, what motivates me? What keeps me going? So because you know yourself, you have your own values, you have to stay around the things that motivate you. Anything that would take you out of motivation, you keep away from it because you know yourself. You have your values. You know what motivates you. And third thing is you know your personality type. What kind of personality you have. That's know yourself. So with you ready to manifest your vision, first and foremost, you've got to know yourself. Know yourself. And again, I said to know yourself, you have to first and foremost make sure you identify your values. You have to know what motivates you. And the third thing about knowing yourself is you have to know your personality type. So you say, well, this is my personality. And again, everyone with a vision is always different and unique. They have personalities. See, this person is a leader. This person is a vision. They have a different style. They are not perfect, I tell you, but they know themselves. Number 2, you have to be passionate.
Yes.
To manifest your personal vision, you've got to know yourself. Number 2, you've got to be passionate. That means you have to know what you like to do and do what you like. You got to know what to do and do what you like. Even if nobody says anything to you or pays you any mind or pays you any compliment. You don't get paid for it. It's your vision. There's so many people want to do great things, but they are not willing to show forth their passion. Someone say, you know what, I want this. And I want it so bad that if you don't pay me, I'll be an apprentice. I'll be an intern. I don't care my age. I may be 94. But because I know this is my path, you just take me in as an intern. I'm willing to learn, an apprentice. They know exactly. And the third thing you do is you have to take risk. I've mentioned it earlier. Yeah. If you don't take risk, you'll not go too far. Anything and everything that you do, you have to demonstrate the consistency of your courage. You've got to demonstrate that. And when you do that, it means you're willing to take risk. I'm ready to take this risk. I am ready to take this risk. It's good to go any other way, but I'm ready to do that. I may lose, but I'm ready to do that. It may delay, I'm ready to do that. I may lose my job. I may lose my home. I may lose my groupie friends. Friends that's not taking me anywhere, but I'm ready to take this risk because of the vision that I have. God has given you a vision to serve Him. He's given you a vision to do mission work. He's given you a vision to create wealth and support others. He's given you a vision to have interest in street kids or people who are diseased and don't know any way out. Or He's helped you to help people who need education but don't know how to get in. Help you to help people who are in sex slaves or, sold into slavery and go protect them. Listen, if it's a vision that you have, you got to take risks. Yes, sir. And the fourth thing you got to do is this. If you have a vision and you want to materialize this vision or manifest this vision, you've got to communicate. You have to share it effectively with the right people. There are times you may share your vision effectively with people and they may close every door and say no to you. But that should not discourage you. Take it as opportunity for greater courage. Instead of being discouraged, be courageous. Be courageous. And the fifth thing you have to do to manifest the vision is you have to measure your results. Oh, that's good. Always measure results. Know where you are and know where you want to get to. I don't say know where you came from. We all came from somewhere. Don't deal with yesterday. Focus on today and tomorrow. If you are going to be a true visionary that see manifestation of your vision, don't be too held back by yesterday. Today and tomorrow. Yesterday is far gone. Yesterday is history. Deal with reality and the future. Present is reality. The future is what you're going for. That's what the vision is. Vision is something you have of the future. It's mental picture, image of the future. Yes. So deal with the present and the future, but not the past. Let the past be the past and focus on this. Now, another thing I like to say is this. One thing God has poured in my heart over my years of training and also seeking God's face and learning. And one thing I asked God for, and I asked Him clearly, I said, God, give me wisdom. God, give me wisdom. The things that I've been through in life were all necessary. The failures, the disappointments were all necessary. But I didn't fail. I lost things, but I didn't fail. But people may call it failures. But it is okay from their perspective. But what people may call a failure, you may call it as opportunity to learn the hard way. But I'm grateful. So one thing God has helped me is to help people, to bring them to understand their individual vision or purpose and call, and also help them to be able to bring people together to serve a common vision and call. So Life International is here. Our purpose and our goal, being right here, is to give you all the necessary tools that you need so you will be effective in your personal life, the life of your loved ones, and also to touch many people beyond you. Because whatever God has put in you and whoever you become is for somebody's betterment. So remember that the vision that you have is supposed to outlive you. There are people who have to come behind you and benefit from your vision because it's your vision that gives others hope. It's your vision that tells others that they can also live and do great things. So let's use our vision to provoke each other, support each other, and make sure that we all share a common vision. This is what Life International is all about. We want to help you to know who God is in fullness. We also want to help you to live and do life on a regular basis with confidence of tomorrow. We also want to help you to attain your life's mission, purpose, and goals, and to be the leader God has called you to be. Listen, we believe in the power of God. We believe in the manifestation of the power and the glory of God. We believe in amazing things. You see, WWW, Word, Worship, and Works. We believe in it right here in LI. So if you can connect with us on a regular basis and join us every time Do Life comes on or our broadcast come on, I believe that you go places. We are here because of you. And you are because of us. And we thank God for you.
Well said, sir. You heard it from HRM, King Adamtey. This has been a time of great wisdom. We know that you were impacted by this tonight, and we know that you have received nuggets upon nugget upon nugget. Watch this 7 times and also share it on all the platforms. Follow us on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. There are links right there on the page. And most of all, support. You show your support through your prayers. You show your support through being a part of the vision. And you also show your support through giving. So make sure your voice is heard through the seed. Make sure that you give us shout outs on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. Let us know that you're watching and let us know how doing life with us is impacting your life too. Thank you so very much. Any last words before we sign off tonight?
My last word is, whatever you say, I follow.
God bless you. Next week, same time, let's do life together. And remember, the 14th of February, we are opening the doors. Go to lifeinternational.us and subscribe and let us know that you are coming to our service right here, February 14th. Be here. God bless.
Thanks for watching. It is our joy and desire to come to you every time with these uplifting, powerful messages that can help you to achieve your goal and fulfill your destiny in life. Don't forget to watch us and subscribe. At the same time, follow us and share us on the various platforms. Please support us through your giving. And it's through your giving that we are able to reach out to the masses and give the people what we are giving you today. God bless and see you soon.